What's going on, guys? Beard King here again with another Genesis 2 how-to. Today we're going to be looking at the Shadowmane. The Shadowmane can be found mostly in the left half of the map. Generally, I've seen them more towards the southern part, around like 70-30 is about where I was looking and finding quite a few of them. What you're going to need is some fish baskets filled with fish. They have to be at least 0.5 in size, I guess it is. Obviously, the bigger the better, the quicker the tame. But if it's lower than 0.5, they will not tame off of it. It'll say it's too small. So once you get that, they do spoil within, I think it's 40 minutes, normal settings. So I would bring quite a few, and I would not advise trying to get them here in this area, as there's a whole bunch of stuff here that's going to try to make you not have a good time getting those fish. So if able, I would recommend getting them elsewhere and then bringing them here and then finding a Shadowmane. And when you do find a Shadowmane, you're going to be wanting to find one during the daytime. That's the only time that they will sleep. And if it's at nighttime, they are extremely aggressive as well. So they will attack you from quite a ways away, and they will be attacking everything in sight as well. So they tend to die occasionally too. So it can be kind of tough. It's a passive tame, but you have to be crouching, and you basically just have to crouch up to it once it's laying down, and then just feed it the fish there on your last slot on your hotbar, like any other passive tame. Now, I did try both Ghillie and the Federation tech suit. I didn't really notice any different results from either or. So what I found was just floating above. If you find one isolated, or you can make it isolated by killing the stuff around it, just float above, land a little bit of ways away, and then just, you know, crouch, walk up to it, feed it, and you dip out. You can use the little the creature finder majiggy thingy there that's on the inventory thing, the taming list, I believe it's called. There, words. But you can use that to track it, because once you feed it, they will generally go into the camo mode, and then dip off, take off a little bit a ways away, and then hopefully they'll go back to sleep immediately, and you can just finish up the tame. Easy clap. So the Shadowmanes don't have a saddle. They have a varying amount of natural armor once you tame them. It depends on, I believe it scales with the level. So other than that, they have similar abilities for all Shadowmanes, and then there are different abilities depending on the gender and whether or not they are mate boosted. So they can both go into stealth mode or cloak mode, whatever you call it. The wiki says it's called stalking stealth. But the female, if it's mate boosted, when it goes into stealth mode, it will cause allied creatures nearby to go invisible. Whereas the male's mate boosted special attack thing is the roar. So it's not an attack, but a roar. But it will buff, you know, nearby allied creatures. Similar, but it has to be mate boosted as well. In order to do that. But they can both go stealth, and then they both have the warp attack. It's like a chain lightning that does a little bit of damage, bounces around to each target, kind of like a charge up move, and it has like a visual indicator you can see, and it stuns them for a second and does a little bit of damage. Other than supposedly they are super fast in the water, that's pretty much it for the Shadowmane. Just remember to keep in mind that it can be quite difficult and frustrating with the taming effectiveness resetting if they catch aggro onto you, or potentially even just wild creatures. It can be quite difficult, but it can also be quite easy. So good luck. If you like the content, please leave it a like, and I would greatly appreciate any subscriptions, and I'll catch you in the next one.